No, that Monkey King, definitely the kind of carry pick that you can take up early. Of course, I do assume that this is going to be a core. Neither Nyx Assassin nor Dark Willow are commonly played in the core role nowadays, not even offlane. Uh, did we have a brief moment where there was like Dark Willow offlane slash mid? I'm
No,
sure some
no.
uh, inventive people tried that, but no, I don't think so.
Maybe when it came into the meta, when it came into the game, maybe then, because the hero was slightly overpowered at that point. And there was
hmm
that point where they reduced the Bedlam cooldown to the now
Yeah.
30 seconds, and then people tried it a bit. Of course, it worked out a couple of games, and then it obviously stopped. Nature's Prophet does come out. This is looking like a pretty decent pick, because none of the heroes of Fnatic deal well with the Treants. They're gonna need some time to take him out. Monkey King is solid at catching the Nature's Prophet, Nyx Assassin as well, but it is not gonna be that easy to actually pinpoint exactly where he's gonna be. And if you're a Nyx, I'm pretty sure that this Tusk and the Crystal Maiden are gonna be on top of you every single time, because you're kind of the only problem for Spawn Team to have this global presence.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Like if this Nature's Prophet can just keep the waves on coming, not necessarily concern himself with farming, but just with shoving, 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 then Fnatic is going to have quite a lot of work to do just to keep those shoved out. A Monkey King ideally wants to be off map, not constantly showing on these waves. A Broodmother wants to be the one, putting the pressure on herself, also really inconvenienced by Treants, by that ult bouncing around. So yeah, I like this pick. And honestly, it's kind of surprising to see it being left open this far into the draft, isn't it? Because Nature's Prophet is often either out or already picked by this point.
Yeah, we have seen him being picked in the first phase, being banned in the first phase, but the two teams completely ignore it. So yeah, it definitely is kind of weird seeing him this late into it, and it is a solid pick, and quite normal
Absolutely.
that it is, because I mean it's the fourth pick in your draft spawn. They also have the last pick, so mid laner, whoever Fnatic pick, they are gonna be able to respond to it. We are seeing some really strong harassers here being taken out by Fnatic. Does this mean they're going for some kind of a melee hero in the mid lane?
Yeah, honestly, I kind of wonder what they're planning with this because, for example, the Ember is already out. That's one that loses really hard to Huskar. TA loses really hard to Huskar. Tiny, okay,
Oh.
also loses really hard to Huskar.
Okay, I'm okay with the tiny. You have some vision heroes from the Brood from the Nyx. You have some solid heroes to catch. Also, Dawnbreaker will usually be alone on some part of the map, and the map will be split. So the tiny
hmm
mid lane actually does make a lot of sense here.
Yeah, it does. I really enjoy that pick. And Spawn Team, yeah, I guess unless you want to put your Nature's Prophet mid, I'm not sure what you have here that will obviously crush this lane here. Interesting, by the way, you were talking about strong harassers over on the Fnatic side. I was just wondering why in the Blazes they banned the Void Spirit. I think that if somebody wants Void Spirit, you let them have Void Spirit. Like, please be my guest.
Kips there that does not like the hero, does
No.
not enjoy the
Uh-uh.
hero.
It's like,
That's
why would you say, "Oh no, stop. You're going to trip."
yeah, but
You want them to trip.
how do actually, especially when you have a Crystal Maiden on your side, like how do you even fight against that? You're all constantly gonna be frostbitten. Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. I agree. Really is it's kind of weird ban spawn. Now they see the tiny. They're gonna have to make their decision. They don't have a lot of time to think about it. So any ideas? Okay.
Well, I guess this is the one that I would come up with because I'm an uncreative person. I see Death Prophet not yet picked or even touched, and I'm like, well, she's right here. She's strong. She's going to provide even more wave shove, even more tower push. Great team fight presence as well. Something that was a little bit lacking on Spawn team here, especially with how threatened the Dawnbreakers jump is with the Nyx Assassin on the board. So yeah, I greatly enjoy that pick, and I do think that Fnatic have their work cut out for them.
I do think so as well. On the other hand, when I look at Spawn's lineup in this one, this lineup of theirs, it is not that hard to execute. But against the Nyx assassin, it can be hard to execute because you have to have sentries in the right places, you have to be moving in the right places, you have to have your partner all the time next to you, and that is what's scaring me a bit. Considering that Spawn are coming in as the underdog of the series, I'm gonna be leaning Fnatic here because I think that just the sheer presence of the Nyx assassin on the map, once the towers start falling on both sides, it's gonna be a problem for Spawn. And if they don't deal with that one little threat properly, your entire lineup and the entire idea of how you want to approach these towers and pushes could fall down the drain. So I'm, because of that reason, going to be leaning Fnatic. But on the other hand, if Spawn do everything right, this lineup of theirs, it does have the capability to deal with everything that Fnatic has.
Exactly. So since I was planning on, at least rooting for Spawn one game of this series, like I'm thinking 2-1 Fnatic, get Spawn something good in there. I think this is the kind of lineup that they can do that with. Like Nature's Prophet, Dawnbreaker, and of course the Death Prophet, like easiest execution that you can ever have. You just walk forward. That's it. That's the plan. And you gotta just not panic about that Nyx assassin, not panic about, getting outscaled or anything like that. I don't think you have to worry about that. So if Spawn can do that, then 1-0 Spawn. Let's do it, boys. Underdogs.
Okay, let's see if they can show up here. Fnatic, as most of the people in the chat watching our stream right now may have heard, Fnatic are pulling out of Dota. This is the last tournament. Currently, they said they might return in the future. So we'll see if that might affect the performance of the players who even in the DPC haven't been looking all that great here in the BTS Pro Series. They lost the first series that they played, but now they're gonna try to finally get that one victory for themselves. And the lol. Oh, he actually gets the deny.
Nice.
Nicely done.
And the tips come rolling in.
Though, I guess you can put it on Fnatic more than on the Tusk, but either way, it is quite a nice thing to be able to do it there next to two heroes.
Nice little win. There's one thing that I'm concerned about with this Spawn team lineup. It's that all of their disables, like their proper lockdown, is on the supports, and this is a kill each other supports kind of meta. If you take down especially this Crystal Maiden, you've already halved the amount of stuns available on the board. I say stuns loosely, of course, because really what she has is root.
Oh, look at those shards. They're going to be beautiful. Both Gabby and Januel are going to be taking some damage at the cost of a few treants there towards Gabby, who's already going to have 3 CS. But overall, it's still a lot of regen that you're going to be going through here for Fnatic on their safe lane. But talk to me about the bottom lane. That is gonna be the interesting one for me, because Broodmother and a Nyx Assassin, that does not sound like a strong lane, whereas Dawnbreaker, Crystal Maiden, I don't know if it gets stronger than this.
Dawnbreaker, Marcy.
Okay.
That might be stronger, but yeah, you're completely right. I was challenged in thinking of a better lane there, because Jacroy is going to be able to absolutely spam the hell out of his spells. Of course, the first 3 levels of Crystal Maiden, fantastically strong as well. And yeah, DJ is just walking after this courier, playing around with the creeps, because if this lane goes 2 versus 2, he knows, everybody knows, this is not going to be good for them whatsoever. So he's got to split these 2 of them apart. He's going to be taking the brunt of the damage there. And that means that Kips for now is up versus a Crystal Maiden, which is just fine by him.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to sort of like crap their levels together like that, because if you face this lane head on, you're toast.
Yeah, but they're not facing it head on, at least not for now. So KP is gonna get the creeps next to the tower. He's gonna be quite happy with it. The mid lane, it is gonna be a Tiny versus a Death Prophet. Any favorites here? Can the Death Prophet match the attack damage of the Tiny?
Absolutely, because she does this. Spirit Siphon is a balance spell. Oh, and we were watching mid, we were watching bot, but top lane, Gabby takes out the Nature's Prophet. That is unexpected, frankly.
Yeah, very unexpected. Especially, okay, Monkey King is scaling up tree dance. I guess with an Nature's Prophet, you always want to apply pressure. You want to be annoying, but probably you go a little bit too far. Gabby jumps on you, and then you do drop down. And now Gabby is gonna be paying for his sins. Gonna be slapped as much as possible. No mana on the Tusk for the shards, but he's gonna have a mango if he wants to use it there. And in the end, considering that he was missing a cooldown as well, not gonna be going for it. But the Brood is gonna be dropping in the bottom lane. So despite all of the shenanigans, despite all of the pulls, as soon as the Crystal Maiden hits level 2, it's a problem.
Absolutely. And that Nyx Assassin, yeah, I mean, I guess he can keep this wave alive for a little bit, let his Brute take it if he wants to. Couple of tower hits, not the worst. But yeah, spawn there. The Nyx is taking their wave and they're like, okay, it means the spider's alone. Let's slap him around a bit. And it will remain this way. There's absolutely nothing they can do about it. DJ can just take half of all waves behind the tower, and that's what the Broodmother gets. And anytime she's not back off fast enough, she's going to get killed.
I really like what DJ is doing, though. He is giving a lot of his HP away just to make sure that the camps are blocked. He understands that his levels, experience, strength don't really matter unless the Brood is able to take down towers. That is kind of how I always see a Nyx. If all of the towers are up, like 1-2 sentries, and you're useless. But if the tower starts falling, and then it's a completely different story for this hero.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, he would love to have the levels. Like, as a Nyx Assassin, he needs these levels desperately, but, you know, it is still more important that these towers fall. So, and the only one who's going to be able to do that is Kippy.
We're seeing mid lane. Armel is winning in terms of CS, though Mamang Daya is trying to be as annoying as possible to him to get the advantage there in harass, and then try to out CS him. Top lane, Gabby again trying to be a little bit cheeky, trying to jump onto the Nature's Prophet, but for now, everyone on the map will remain somewhat healthy, so we're probably not going to be seeing any kills right now. Scratch that.
The lol. Yeah.
He's gonna have a snowball to save himself for the time being, so the Cursed Crown isn't gonna be stunning him. He goes to the side. Gabby is thinking of going forward. He didn't want to use the Boundless Strike there. Now he's going for red, and he gets that one. Oh, they're gonna use the Glyph, but there's still so many treants, so he's gonna be able to heal himself just enough. He dodges the hit there, but in the end will be dropping down. This is not good for sure, because red is just getting everything he needs, and Junwell, oh, that's gonna be a tango used a little bit too late, but he needed to use 2 of them. Fairy Fire finally should be something that keeps him alive, but again, a beautiful trade for Spawn. Fnatic, they initiated the fight, but they weren't strong enough to follow through.
That Glyph was really nice. He didn't heal nearly as much as he wanted to. And in the mid lane, Mamang Daya. So, I've been saying that you need to get Mamang Daya a playmaker, and while Death Prophet isn't exactly a playmaker, she is a lot more of it than, say, Ye Olde Viper, which is something that he ended up playing before. And he's showing off here. Like, he was behind in CS, he still is behind in CS, but gets the kill on the Tiny because the side lanes are just so busy. The Tiny has absolutely no help whatsoever. That's a level 6 on the Death Prophet.
That is very weird. You know, you're killing a hero who has 1200 HP with only magical spells. So Armel definitely getting a little bit out of himself there. Mamang Dai, he's gonna let the exorcism go, and this is not looking good for Fnatic because they're gonna be overwhelmed here in the mid lane. Mamang Dai, he's not dying. DJ, you have no damage. You're a Nyx assassin, and he's gonna die to the exorcism. Oh, tier 1 going for Mamang Daya. Oh. It seems like they know how to control a tower here, Fnatic, and because of it, that tower now will probably live.
Oh, Mamang Daya, like, he's got max spirit siphons, which is why he got that kill on the Tiny earlier, but he also used all of them, so he had only one during the dive under the tower, and yeah, that's not enough regen to be tanking a tower like that, no sir.
That was a beautiful move from Spawn. If Mamang Daya doesn't die there, the tower is dead. The map is open. Jacroy is being here open quite a lot, right? Eaten by the Broodmother, and it seems like KP, he is actually winning this lane in a 1 versus 1 scenario.
Yeah, got the 2 Wraith bands heavily invested into the armor there. And I guess Jacroy has not been spamming out as much as he wanted to. Of course, the Arcane Aura on the Crystal Maiden not really counting up just yet.
Definitely not. But the Dawnbreaker is not having a good time. Even now with the 2 of them, we'll see if they'll be able to kill the Broodmother. But KP so far is having a good time. Gabby is having a good time. The only one that is suffering is the Tiny. That is your playmaker. And look at what's happening to his tower. He can't do anything about it, but at least he can deny it. Your Treants, not as strong as the Tiny.
What a sneaky way to take a tower there from spawn. But I like him sneaky, especially where buildings are concerned. Take him down by any means necessary, Travis.
Yeah, DJ misses a stun there, so seems like he hasn't been playing this one. Junwell does die on the other side of the map, and here comes the ulti of the Nature's Prophet. Okay, instantly they are gonna be turning their heads over to Travis as on the top lane. Two heroes are gonna be going down. Nature's Prophet, he was gunning for the top lane, not for the bottom lane. And Fnatic, they rotate 3 heroes on bottom, get nothing, and the 2 on top get destroyed.
Mamangdaya is already here, even though he doesn't even have an exorcism yet. But at this rate, he might not even need it.
It's looking really good for Spawn currently. Fnatic, they want to defend this one, but they don't have a glyph. Now they see Junwell gonna put the Curse Crown onto Red. Into the Shadow Realm. He's gonna stay inside of the trees for a very long time. Junwell, like, he's surrounded by a lot of units. The Monkey King comes over. They want to save Junwell. It's not gonna be that easy. You have to run away. Mamangdaya again uses the Exorcism. Junwell definitely gonna be dropping down, and DJ gets himself out. Gabby with the Boundless Strike. He gets himself down because Armel is here with the Avatar's combo, and the Lil is dead. But how you deal with the Death Prophet? She's doing way too much damage. Armel is getting PTSD from what happened on the mid lane, and now he's gonna be going down as well. Red, he's surviving. No, he cannot get out of this one. Eating through the trees. DJ doesn't have the stun, and he gets Gabby down from the trees and into the arms of Mamangdaya. And that's gonna be a dead Gabby. And DJ, you will follow with missing your stun yet again.
No way.
You are gone. Spawn. They destroy Fnatic in the early game, and Mamangdaya gets a triple.
Oh, Fnatic. That was... I think they can play their way out of that there, but Mamangdaya is just... He has everything up. He chases them apart, and now on the bottom lane, with some help from Red, the Spider goes down as well. Now you're in a pickle. Fnatic lost their defense on top, lost their mid tower to the sneaky Treants, and now their Spider, the one that needs to take out, this full health on this bottom tower. Actually, excuse me, there's 9 damage dealt to the Radiant bottom tower.
How did that happen? Anyways, DJ gonna be caught as well. They're trying to force out his spike airpace. After that, they just kill him easily. Fnatic, they're losing on all fronts, everywhere, every part of the map. Every single engagement is going bad for them, and KP is gonna continue for him as well. There with the tag team, he's gone. DJ, he doesn't even have the impale. He can't do anything, but even if he had it, he has missed it so many times in this game that I don't know if it would have changed anything, and now he could be next on the menu. This is looking brutal, Kips. They can't do anything. They're being completely bullied.
Yep. It looks very grim. Both of the supports on the Radiant side hold that thought as DJ is... I might live that. Both of the supports on the Dire side are also still level 4, while the Radiant supports both have their level 6s now.
It's definitely not looking good. Armel, he was rotating there. He had a CM in front of him, and then he looks. Oh, she has a raindrop. I actually can't kill her. You can't kill a CM as a
so
Tiny.
Sad.
Oh man. So what now, Kips? What now?
What now? Now you chill. Now you see if Spawn, you know, they took all these towers really early. There's a bunch of teams that don't actually know how to properly capitalize on that. That don't get the aggressive vision down, that don't shove these towers, or excuse me, shove these waves far enough out. But you know what? This rotation from the low and Travis here, that is exactly the aggressive vision you need. And this Monkey King here exactly needs to be punished for the fact that he dares to farm away from his tower. Found the lull though.
He did scan them, so Gabby, you know, he knew they were coming. He felt it. He's still staying here to die. It seems like doesn't have the boundless strike. If Travis knows this, he can solo kill him, but he doesn't even need to use the ulti. He's gonna get the help from his teammates, and that is gonna be a very dead Monkey King without the ulti even used. But like, Travis could have literally solo killed your Monkey King there.
Yeah, he could. And the monkey willingly took that risk, it seems.
That's not great for sure. On Spawn, they're going for another smoke.
Yeah, and KP?
Yeah.
Deckers.
Okay, Fnatic will get a kill on top, for sure. It's level 5 Dark Willow, so really not the damage isn't gonna be there. Just Solar Guardian, yeah, they're afraid of the sun. And there's gonna be a double stun there, yeah, this is a very dead Dark Willow. Gonna be dying to the frost, not used to the cold weather. And Armel, TP out now or pay the price? Okay, he will not pay the price, he will not TP out, though I think he's playing with his life a bit too much.
A little bit, and that would have been a really big over-rotation on the TPs if Spawn wasn't ready to immediately take this Roshan. Otherwise, you've just put all of your heroes stuck on top lane with people that would want to pressure your mid and bot lane at the ready, but no, you just have another exorcism. You're going to be taking Rosh. I presume this is going to go into the hands of Red. DJ snuck in, but there's a sentry.
Bonus DJ. He almost kills Jacroy. Okay, at least, you know, at least you can say I almost killed someone.
What a sad life. At least he had his level 6. Januel still level 5 and not even close to 6. Like, this wave is not going to get him there.
It's definitely not. Dark Willow, man, just lacking experience. That's it. You wanted to rotate around the map. You wanted to help your cores that were not having the greatest of time.
Core is dead, right? Right? Armel, no!
But he doesn't have mana.
No, he doesn't actually. Like, he switched into everything and he still doesn't. Well, that means he's dead.
Armel is dead. Yeah, this, you missed the cue here. It's only Fnatic heroes that die. He's gonna go with the Avalanche, throwing rocks. That's what he can do, and, well, it's not gonna be a really good defense mechanism here against Spawn.
Well, you know what? Kipi gets the tower. That one's never coming back. You know, if you kill heroes, you're just gonna come back. Why would you do that? So you kill towers instead. And towers? No, sir.
Yep, they cannot be reinstated here. Fnatic, they're gonna make sure that they are doing some permanent damage to Spawn, though a lot more permanent damage was done to them given that Spawn have taken 3 towers already. DJ giving info. Guys, they are here. Do not come. Do not engage. We are 10 times weaker. They will crush us completely. And his Vendetta is going to be expiring soon, so DJ might have to bail. But how does this tower leave? What does it do? Well, it can't do anything. It's going to be dropping down fairly soon.
And that's going to open up the outpost, which removes most of Fnatic's chances at getting towards that second Roche once it spawns. And in the meantime, yeah, that mid tower is still being held as well, even defended in force.
Yep. Armel, he finished off his blink. It wasn't delivered, so at least it isn't gonna be shown. But thinking, you know, playing like a mid lane Tiny doesn't have a blink 15 minutes in, you're not really gonna be doing it. But once you find out that he has just bought it, you're gonna be so happy if you're Spawn, because you know that this game, it couldn't be going better.
No, this is the dream scenario, really. Your pushing lineup has taken down 3 towers in the space of 15 minutes. Excuse me, 4, because the bottom tower also fell over. You've got the Aegis at the ready over on your biggest playmaker, your biggest risk taker. Got Jacroy with an Echo Saber.
Gonna be TPing the out, it seems like. Jonuel, okay, just in time. The Lil there made a mistake. He went a little bit to the left. It bought time for the Dark Willow. If he could just come close there and spammed his snowball, probably would have gotten the kill. Would have gotten the stun and then the kill.
I don't think he's too unhappy though. Like, he had his blink dagger earlier than the enemy mid lane Tiny. I think things are okay in the LoL's land.
Oh, true. Fnatic, they just smoked, but there were a couple of treants here, so I don't know if they spotted that one. But Red, he is not showing himself, so he's gonna be safe for now. We'll be using the Wrath of Nature. His ulti coming through. Armel now should be able to find him. Red in the trees. Armel doesn't know exactly where he is, but there he is. He has found him. Armel is going for a TP out. He's like, I know the drill. This happened the last time. I'm out.
This happened the last 3 times. But this time he's wrong.
Yeah, he was wrong.
This time he's wrong, and KP is gonna pay the price.
Oh, Terrorize is gonna be used. Boundless Strike as well onto Jackroy with the Wukong's command. Maybe they can kill Jackroy. Scratch that, maybe he's gone. Fnatic, they turn it around in the bottom lane, so top lane, they're like, yeah, we're making a move here. No, we are waiting for you, Red, to come to the bottom lane, jump on his head, but the Monkey King doesn't have anything to break the TP, and the Nature's Prophet will be out. But Fnatic, they finally strike back and get themselves a kill here in the mid game.
Properly deserved one. But yeah, Spawn is doing everything right here. You're running a double push lineup. One of your heroes is getting attacked. It means you just lay into another tower of theirs because they still have a bunch.
That's true, but look at this. Red now, he does have the 8 toss, so he kills the Nyx easily. Armel gonna be next. Like, where are you guys coming from? From my base, everything is taken. There is no your base in this game. Everything belongs to Spawn, and among that was the tail end of his exorcism that was used with the arcane rune, so he's gonna have it fairly soon.
Yep. Another minute, another exo, and you know, you can see how good he feels about this game by that Witchblade build up. Like, he is not just an exorcism at this point. He also does some not insignificant right-click damage contributions and the BKB on top of that, which is going to make him all but immune to anything the Tiny and the Dark Willow might try on him.
Okay, so we have praised Spawn enough. Obviously, they're having a really good time in this game, but there is also one hero on the side of Fnatic that is having a good game as well, and that is Gabby. So Monkey King is gonna have his BKB pretty soon. And is this a way back into this game? Is this hero in itself strong enough to deal with what Spawn are gonna be throwing at Fnatic?
Monkey Kings normally are good in the long fights, especially the ones where the enemy ideally wanted to burst you. Now, Spawn is not necessarily built on burst damage either, but that does mean that he's going to get these opportunities to get low, get to the full Jingo Mastery stacks, turn fights around, like that ebb and flow of a Monkey King fight. And yeah, I do think that between his ultimate and the disables coming out from the rest of his team, you can get some kills, but if they're just all buying BKBs like good little boys and girls, which they are, unfortunately enough for Fnatic, then it's still going to be pretty hard for him to actually get people stunned so he can lay into them.
And thinking about laying into, KP has been absolutely demolished in this game, 0-6, and the tier 2 will follow. So Dead Spider, Dead Tower, and it's continuing to go well for Spawn, who are increasing their gold lead even further. This Monkey King might be doing well, but everyone else is just suffering. DJ will miss the stun there. Nice snowball dodge by the lull, and in the end, Red just comes over to finish off DJ, who isn't hunting for kills. He's just hunting for experience, farm, space, and he's getting some of it, but at the cost of his life.
Yeah, information, anything. They're really scraping together an existence in the barren wilderness here. At the very least, it looks like they have let up the vision pressure a little bit on Spawn, but the lull, as I say that, is already moving forward again, going to take the outpost and presumably going to drop an aggressive ward somewhere again as well. And that really leaves Fnatic nowhere to go. The entire bottom side of this map is absolutely covered in sentries. If the Nyx shows up there to gather info, then he's going to just fall down again. And yep, the lull, like clockwork, places that aggressive observer ward in the top lane, making sure that his Dawnbreaker feels completely safe playing up there.
Makes a lot of sense.
They're so spread right now. They're so spread versus Nyx Assassin, because they know he's stuck on his own side of the map.
I can't do anything. Good thing of the Nyx is that this hero, at least you need a couple of heroes to bring him down usually. So I guess he can farm the top lane somewhat safely. Either you don't want to kill him, it's too much of a pain in the backside. Because he's a genius.
Yeah, well, he got the lull to reveal himself, but you know, if you don't press your buttons fast enough there, then you're gonna pay very dearly for that information.
Gabby, though, he does have his BKB working towards the Skadi. You're playing against 2 range cores and then a Dawnbreaker, so the Skadi is pretty good against all 3 of the cores of Spawn. Makes a lot of sense. Plus, you talked about the burst potential. If you have a Skadi extra stats, you're not really going to be dropping down that easy.
Exactly, he's going to be very tanky. And the anti-regen of the Skadi versus the Dawnbreaker and the Death Prophet, big difference maker, big deal.
Armel going into the trees. He's gonna have a TP in a couple of seconds. Avalanche is there. He needs his Nyx to help here. Go for a TP out. Now it's a little bit too late. You're low and you're dead. Meanwhile, other part of the map, the low, yeah, he's not really in trouble. He's way too tanky for Junuel to do anything against him. And now a snowball fight that Junuel will most definitely lose. The low gets himself a kill, and that's 2 across the map for Spawn.
I wasn't even looking at the minimap to see that was going on. I was still watching Jacroy, and he was standing still like a deer in headlights, like clearly observing what was going on the other side of the map as well. It's like, oh, body language. It's weird how somebody piloting an avatar in a video game can have body language, but they do.
I definitely do. And if you play this game enough, and everyone plays this game enough, maybe even too much, you're gonna be able to read those cues. KP, he hasn't read the cue that he's being targeted for death, and that he will be squashed for the 7th time in this game. Spawn are finding him, Spawn are killing him, slowly increasing their lead even further. But the Monkey King is topping the network chart, Kip, so it is looking, you know, upwards, at least in that regard for Fnatic.
Yes, it absolutely is, and that means that they're actually going to get to make a stand here, especially if they take down both of the supports here.
Yeah, they will. Those are Travents, no way you live. Nice, it is gonna be a hit from Junuel. That does finish him off, and Mamungda has to pop a 9-second BKB to get out. Finally, Fnatic get a worthy trade. That's the power of the Nyx. He stops the Solar Guardian, no connection with the Dawnbreaker, and suddenly you are definitely the stronger boys in that fight. Gabby is going to be very happy with what just happened.
Absolutely, and this also means that Spawn has to back off completely. As I said, both of their stuns were on their supports. You don't really get to make plays now, and you need to properly hold hands here while DJ is on top of Red right now. Armel already lumbering over.
He's coming. Can they kill him? Do they have enough damage? They will need the Vendetta strike. You have to go for it. He's gonna get the stun. Tiny coming in. Oh no, he tosses the wrong one. DJ, don't get close to Armel. And now they're both gonna be caught. You wanted the life of Red, but now you fall frozen and brought to justice. Armel is gone. I don't know even if they get the toss on the right target, they get the kill, but that is a mistake that should not happen.
Absolutely not. And Fnatic, they're still top with 3 here. Kind of wild. Like, are they really looking to contest this Roche?
No. I'm gonna say no. They're not that crazy.
No. I mean, I wouldn't say so either, but, you know, they were grouped all right.
They definitely were, but the Roche will fall, and it is gonna be a shard. Who's gonna take it? It seems like there's gonna be Mamungda. So he gets the Aegis, he gets the shard, he has the Witchblade, Kain, Sange, BKB, so a bit of a different build here on the Death Prophet, but that's a lot of damage that is gonna be coming out from him, especially once he finishes off the Shiva's Guard, and that is without the Exorcism. Once the Exorcism is out, well, of course we know how much this hero can do, but this is the advantage for Spawn. Do they use this Aegis to poke a little bit into the base?
I think absolutely. Like, this is exactly the kind of timing that their lineup is looking for. You're versus a Nyx assassin, you still have overwhelming map advantage. This is the moment to press that advantage, and they're shoving this Nyx back again. Does it? DJ?
It's okay.
Gets the blink?
Easy, easy. They're hunting the Monkey King Gabby. He feels that something is wrong, jumps into the trees. So for now, Fnatic, they are dodging their enemies quite nicely, and they have successfully been able to take a minute off the Aegis, but the push is coming towards top, so you might need to deal with that.
Yes, and this time there is a BKB on Jacroy, so you don't even get to stop him from coming in unless he's extremely greedy.
He's not gonna be. I think he's popping the BKB, then he's popping the ulti. There's no way.
Only reason he bought that thing.
Okay, there are some other things, but let's see. Mamungda, can they toss him back?
He has a shard, man. He has a shard. He's a Dawnbreaker. He doesn't buy it.
Toss into the Wukong's command. They destroy him in a second. Jacroy, there's the BKB. He's gonna be crushing the bug. You like canceling the Solar Guardian. Actually, DJ is still alive, and you're fighting inside of the Wukong's command. Gabby will destroy you. Run away from this Monkey King. He's slapping you till death. 3 heroes gone. Spawn, they didn't expect this kind of power, but that's the power of the Skadi.
Oh my. Gabby.
Look at the damage done. He did everything. He has like 4 guys that are attached to him. Feels like a school project here for Gabby.
He's the one emailing everybody and then getting nothing back and just...
And a bonus. He's getting a bonus. You know, it's not nothing. He's going. You're gonna get red. Okay, DJ has gotten all the credit. Well played, DJ. Good job.
Godlike kill streak. Yeah, that's you wanna force staff, DJ? You wanna? Yeah, you do. You're a good boy.
Unreal. Gabby does everything and then DJ just comes over and says, mine, not yours.
Oh, the horror scenario for Spawn that we just saw here. This was exactly the worst thing that could have possibly happened. You have the Death Prophet who has itemized up to be tanky, be hard to bring down. Aegis gets immediately deleted anyway. And then on the respawn, they're doing everything right? The Dawnbreaker pops the BKB before coming in on the Solar Guardian. They're relatively spread over on the cores and they get rumbled.
Oh,
now?
Crystal Maiden? Saved by the snowball and... Oh, but they're not gonna be saving her from the Silken Bola. So it is gonna be a kill and KP finally gets himself on the board. That is gonna be a brood mother that gets a kill 28 minutes into the game. Let's go KP. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they found Jacroy, but Gabby doesn't want to go forward. He has the BKB and the Wukong's command. He might have to right now pop both of those if he wants to fight. Let's go inside of the Wukong's command. Oh, you're running away now. Well, that's not really brave from you, but there are gonna be some treants that are just gonna be giving him his life back, and KP has come to help. Mamang Daya has come, and with the Death Prophet being here, you don't want to be fighting any longer. KP goes for a BKB, wants the TP out. Not gonna be happening against the Walrus Punch, but they don't even follow through. They're just gonna let him leave.
Yeah, BKB forced, and Spawn there scrape an advantage out of what looked to just be a chain feed on different sides of the map. Like, that punch that Gabby gave them really set them reeling for a while, and they look sort of stabilized now. They still got this outpost. They know they forced out the Wukongs. They know they have another exorcism. If they have the... Like, are they gonna go for this top racks? I think they should.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not going for it. They're scared. They're scared, Kips. This Monkey King has put fear into their hearts and souls, and for a good reason. Now when they see this Daedalus, when he slaps them with the Boundless Strike, imagine the amount of damage that is going to be coming through.
Absolutely. But it's not going to get any better. And Spawn know that.
So
Spawn know that, and that is probably what makes them even more afraid.
What is the problem for me when I look at Spawn? Their lineup is very good at splitting the map, at being everywhere, just hunting people down. And to me, it looked like they were so far ahead, but they weren't really crushing Fnatic, even though their heroes were capable of doing it everywhere. Like everywhere when a hero just shows himself, he dies. I just didn't feel any impact of the Crystal Maiden. I think Travis wasn't really part of the fights, wasn't really part of the hunting. And I think it came to bite them later on. Of course, you know, a couple of mistakes, you make them, and then suddenly you lose one fight and the enemies are back into the game.
Yes. And it's one of the problems that you get out of a pushing lineup when you can't effectively enough cover all of the space that you've created. And it's also the scary thing of playing versus a Nyx assassin, where you're holding hands a little bit more than you otherwise would. You're over TPing a little bit. I think Mamang Daya had several moments where he came in on fights where he just really wasn't necessary. And that does mean that you lose out on GPM. It means that you're not necessarily farming the entirety of the area that you have conquered. And ultimately, yeah, that means that the gold lead is not actually big enough to allow you to either, you know, keep that Monkey King down and have itemized against him, or, you know, to survive one bad fight and say, okay, but now we're going to come back because we have forced buybacks or something like that. Nothing like that has happened. Fnatic still has all of those resources, and the Monkey King is now by far out leveling and out farming all of your cores.
And they found the low. He's not gonna be found again though for the next 47 seconds, and he wants more. Gabby jumping through the trees and hunting, and Spawn, they have to bail. They understand the strength of this hero, and for now they'll be okay.
I do think I know where to find the lull though. You go to that blood spot and you dig.
True, but do you have a shovel. Yeah, you have a shovel on both sides, so they'll be able to do it. Either way, though, he is gonna be coming back in 20 seconds. So spawn, they will take some time, but they will be at full force. I mean, when you look at the score, 31 to 13, they're the same numbers, but you know, in different order. But definitely Fnatic, you would say they're behind. But when you look at the map, when you look at the strength, when you look at the net worth, when you even look at the levels now, it's just Fnatic looking like the stronger team, and they're controlling the majority of the map.
Yes, they do now. It's so much scarier for this Nature's Prophet to go out, shove out the waves, when, you know, all of them need shoving. Look at these spiders getting spread all over everything. This is an arachnophobe's worst nightmare. No matter where you go, always going to be these tiny little spiders nibbling onto everything, seeing everything.
Yeah, you saw there definitely someone afraid of Spike. Oh, Jacroy, they wanna go for him. DJ, he made a mistake. That shard really making a big difference. Wukong command was used. Gabby, you're gonna need to run. Maybe just BKB TP has been caught. This is a catastrophe here for Fnatic. Gabby turns around. Bottom strike, the Walrus punch was used. Made a mistake. Oh, actually, Leash is there. Nature's Prophet, he has the level 20. He's not gonna allow him to TP. Gabby, he thought he was out.
Oh, that's a huge deal. And now all Fnatic can do is put pedal to the metal on this bot push specifically, but Mangandaya is going to shove mid, immediately run top. The two supports will... No, actually, they're looking to stop him here.
Armel, you need to run. You need to run now. TP out. The bash is there. You're not getting out of that one. He tosses the Dawnbreaker away, but a little bit too late. Spawn, they want more. They're everywhere on the map, and they want KP dead as well. He does have the BKB. TP out. Not going to be working against the Sprout. He is going to try to get himself out of this one, but with the Dawnbreaker, there is no way to escape. Jacroy, too much damage, and that is going to be the third core of Fnatic that is now sent to the base.
I do think that this is an over-rotation for Mamangdaya. The only reason I can see for it is that they're worried that the Monkey King has buyback, and if they don't TP everybody to the bot lane, they're just going to lose heroes there. But now he has arrived on the top lane without an exorcism, and sure, this wave is in the base, but there's a glyph still. Monkey King is going to be back in 20 seconds already.
They can at least get the tier 3. They can at least get the tier 3 down. Let's see if they can get anything more. Another glyph is at the ready. That's gonna be the last glyph that is gonna be used here for Fnatic in the next 5 minutes. Easy.
That's why. Never mind.
Okay, one lane of Rax. Finally, you capitalized on the push. But is this gonna be good enough? That mistake on the top lane there from DJ. He could have spike airpace jumped into that Celestial Hammer at any point, but he made a mistake. He used the spike airpace way too early, and then when he jumped in, it was just an unfortunate scenario.
Yes. I don't know if he had the jitters or if somebody made a call at just that moment, but that was uncharacteristic. And I think in general, DJ has looked pretty uncharacteristically, I want to say, off target. Like, this is the guy that did the 360 no scope, isn't it?
But Spawn, they went for a smoke. They're gonna know that Fnatic are here. They're gonna be caught. This is not good for Spawn. They looked so good. Now they're gonna be buying back. They want to fight. It's time for Fnatic to bail, because Jacroy is going onto the spider, destroying it. Armel going for a TP out. Not gonna be happening. Though the force stab, it gets him away for the time being, not for long. But Gabby's preparing with the Wukong Command and the Boundless Strike. Let's go. You versus me inside of the Wukong Command. They know they're gonna be stronger, but no one is dying. Among us, standing his ground. Actually, the Monkey Warriors, they're starting to dish into him. This is gonna be enough. Yes, it is. And Gabby doesn't even focus on the CM, and he still gets the kill. Now he cannot move. He has been leashed. He does have the Boundless Strike. He's threatening with it, but now with the bash, Jacroy will take down the Monkey King, and finally Spawn will clean up house. But it is gonna cost them a buyback from both Travins and Mamangdaya.
Those are big buybacks, but the big man is also up, and they look a little confused as to what they should be doing right now. Somebody should check it though. Oh, Red, you have Treants. You could have waited. No, he just walks in. It's up.
I think if I'm Fnatic, I'm killing this Nature's Prophet first. He's the biggest problem. This Sprout is just way too hard to deal with. Fnatic can't do anything with it. They can't move. They can't get out. There's nothing they can do. And they're just standing there waiting for a death sentence.
Yep. And especially if you're like, sure, you can force staff out of it, but you can't actually do that if the hero that you're trying to save is BKB'd.
Yeah, it's an 8-second cooldown though, so it's really not that big of a deal. Oh, you're gonna use your 20-second cooldown force staff? Well, no problem. I'm gonna do this twice or thrice before you have it again, so it's definitely not looking ideal. But after that fight, the Monkey King will be level 25. That was a big arena. It might go differently because Gabby was in a perfect position. He really played that fight well. In the end, it wasn't good enough.
He did, yeah. He's really taking his team on his shoulder now. Red, that's an optimistic attempt.
He has help. Jacroix is in the vicinity. Red will be popping the BKB. He has the cheese as well. Armel, Invis will be fine. They don't have the vision currently, and they're gonna have to bail.
And now Jacroix needs a little bit of that backup himself. Has not popped the BKB yet.
He has the Aegis, the snowball save is gonna be there, so the fear not gonna be doing all that much. KP has the BKB, he's gonna have to use it, but the power strike, Gabby is laying in wait there, and he's gonna kill him. He doesn't have the Wukong's command. How do you get out of this big ring? The silence, it doesn't come out there in time, and with the stun, Dawnbreaker nowhere to go, surrounded by monkeys, surrounded by everyone, and a bonus. Mamangda doesn't have a buyback, he doesn't have a cheese, but against the Scotty, how much will that help you? They do get a root onto Gabby, but he's gonna pop the BKB. Let's go, Mamangda, you and me. Is he gonna get the cheese off? No, no food for you, but a lot of food for us. Travis will be the next one to fall, and Red, he wants to get out, he wants to live, and he will be getting out because he has invincibility here. They have no vision, and he's out.
Oh, I mean, they did eventually with the picked up gem on Januel, but that was a little too late, and I guess the Nature's Prophet lives to shove waves another day. That is a loss of your ages, though. And it was an optimistic go. You're on the dire side. You're on one of the few places where they actually still have an outer tower left. They can bring in those reinforcements, and Spawn get punished for their opportunism there.
They thought we are coming there, we're all gonna be there. We have a cheese, we have an Aegis. Cheese never gets used, Refresher Shard never gets used. Aegis gets used for Gabby to have someone to practice smacking on. And this is gonna be a tier 3 gone, and possibly the Rax following through. They will equalize the Rax score, maybe get even more here on Fnatic.
Yeah, and I'd say that Gabby is about done practicing smacking. He's got a lot of buildings to show his mastery on right now.
For sure.
And just like that, equalized. Fully equalized on buildings, on the map, on net worth.
Everything is equal. The only thing that is not equal is that the Monkey King is slightly stronger than every single hero on the map, and if you're in a bad position, Spawn, he can solo kill 5 of your heroes. That's just how it goes, and with this Refresher Orb, it's gonna be even easier for him.
Absolutely. Like where previously you maybe had some chance if the Wukong's command was down. Like it's not a long cooldown already. That's the worst about it. But now Refresher, double BKB, double ult. You're gonna have to take him down without him getting to pop anything, and you're kind of short on those disables. You have been from the start.
Maybe hexes are something that they're gonna be looking towards. They still have a cheese and a Refresher Shard on the Death Prophet. So Spawn, they still have something to fight with. Also Abyssal Blade on the Dawnbreaker, it might help. And now the Dawnbreaker has the cheese as well. They saw how easily she dies inside of the Wukong's command. Spawn, still not out of the game, but it's looking much, much tougher than it was just 20 minutes ago.
Absolutely, but credit where credit's due. They've had several setbacks by now, and it hasn't really seemed to have dampened their spirit any bit at all. Like, they're still making the right choices. They're still trying their best to keep control of this map, hold hands with everybody else who is not currently split pushing, making sure that that Nyx assassin doesn't get any extra opportunities.
I mean, there's no way you dampen them spirit, right, Kips? They're here standing in this series and they're like, we can send Fnatic to retirement. Like, it could be us. Imagine that thing in your portfolio. That would be quite big.
That would be quite nice, yeah. And it is true. Like, this is an opportunity if you're hungry, if you've got that killer instinct. And Fnatic certainly have shown some wounds here. They are definitely bleeding.
They are, though Gabby, he is gonna be the doctor, but the frontline one that is also destroying all of the enemies, because he is the one that is carrying everything on his shoulders. Hopefully he doesn't get too sore after this match, but for now it's looking like he's doing a-okay.
Battle Cleric Gabby. Ooh, the lull. If he loses his courier here, oh my.
Run away,
That's
little
Agnes.
courier.
No.
Bye bye. No Ags for you for
Oh,
3
that could've been
minutes.
huge.
Jacroy goes forward, but he gets himself clipped. You have to run away. BKB TPL not gonna be happening. Immediate bash, and now the Wukong's man, you're not getting out of this one alive. He tries to fly into the sky, and he will, but to meet his maker. And 95 seconds on the sidelines there, no buyback.
Oh, now Red split push for all you're worth, but please be careful of DJ, because
He has found him.
yeah, he has found him indeed.
DJ, where are you going? It's a gem, but there is a sentry there, so Red could know. He does go in, Viz. You have to BKB TP out. You're gonna be stunned up. You are gone, Red. Shard on Gabby. Yeah, well, use the Gleipnir, and very soon that one last hit will come through. Monkey King gets the Jingu stacks, but more importantly, he gets a kill on the Nature's Prophet.
And now the pressure is on. Spawn need that Tusk Axe. That is the tool to either, kick somebody into your base or kick Gabby out of his own monkey circle. That would be the way to go. That could be their salvation, but the courier with the item on it got killed, and now they're losing heroes. They're flustered.
Gabby smurfing this game. Just he's destroying them. Uses the refresher for just one more boundless strike. The snowball save is gonna be there. Armel has the BKB. Among dies fine. That refresher from Gabby. Usage not perfect. He might need to go for the Wukong's command to protect his teammates, and he is gonna do just that. Buyback from Red is gonna be enough for Fnatic to bail.
Ooh, and that is quite positive for them. That was indeed the double the refresher used there. That was
Okay, so this
Spawn can thank their lucky stars.
This really does feel like a Smurf game, Kips. 15-6 Monkey King, and then you have 1-7 Nyx, 2-9 Brood, 0-11 Tiny, and a 3-7 Dark Willow. I think this is the professional game equivalent of 1 versus 9 for sure. I mean, as far as it can go, because Gabby really has been doing a good job.
Sure, but let's not forget that a lot of those deaths were in service of actually getting him the farm that he needed, of grabbing Spawn's attention and saying, "Yoo-hoo, over here." Well, Gabby was farming on the other side of the map. So I actually vehemently disagree with you there. This has been a perfect example of not a pub and not, farming at your teammates' expense, but rather your teammates laying down their lives willingly to please, oh God, carry us. And he does. For now.
And he's given a bottle as well. Yeah, they're actually carrying Gabby because they give him a bottle now, so he has a DD. And let's see if Fnatic are gonna be trying to make use of this one. They definitely should. Monkey King, he does have a lot of base damage, so this is gonna be a ton of damage that goes in. Mamang Daya, I think you don't want to be there. And snowball save just in time. He's gonna be getting himself a little bit too deep. Do we see you, Mamang Daya? We don't see you nor the lull any longer though, because we're gonna kill you super fast. And Gabby gets himself another kill, and DJ, like a good support, kill secures the other.
Well, would you look at that? Fnatic are sieging the base again. At least Jacroy brought in a wave towards this top side. It's not like Fnatic's base is exactly safe here, but this can't continue. Spawn keep on bleeding kills.
It is continuing, and Fnatic, they're getting another lane of racks now. You get a buyback on the DP, and they get themselves out. That's another buyback in just 10 minutes. So this DP, her item progression, it is just non-existent. She had the same items a very long time ago.
Yep, between the top fight where it all went wrong, and right now all she's gained is that Shivas. That's all she's gained. It's been, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, about. Let's look at the graph, then we're gonna know. Yeah, it was 35 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes more like 10 minutes.
Okay. So not that disastrous, but still, yikes.
No, wait, sorry. That was actually 25 minutes into the game where there was a big dip. I think it was that one, right? And then there was another big dip.
Probably was that one.
Yeah, and then there was a buybacks. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was that one. So it has been 20 minutes, Kips. I love it when you laugh at the players. I really love it. Like, like Mamang Da, you had one item for 20
Oh,
minutes.
oh, you poor boy. I mean, and I do hope that nobody misconstrues that because that is not the laugh of somebody who's like, that's just, oh man, dude. I've seen that. I don't want to say that I've been there because I haven't been on the field, but you know, I've seen that happen time and time again, over and over again, and especially the failed push strat, like where instead it gets stretched out into an hour-long game and you eventually lose, and then you're completely drained and you still have to play map two. That one, oh, I've been there time and time again with my team, and it's so, oh, it drains you, man.
I know when I play Dota, that never happens to me. Like, I
Uh,
always get item progressions in
hey,
time, all the time. Like, there's
you
no
feel
way.
like
So,
playing an div too?
okay, that's I'm not gonna respond to that. I think all the regions are great, and I'm not gonna
Mhm.
be making any
Yeah,
comparisons
you
between
shouldn't.
them. Yeah, you better not. Anyways, though, Gabby, now he has the Abyssal Blade. He's pretty much stacked, nothing else to buy. I guess he could go for an Aghanim Scepter, but he's gonna get that from the Roche if it is allowed for Fnatic to get and spawn. They look pretty timid in their base, just staying there and waiting for the Judgment Day to come.
I don't think. Oh man, I don't think that's the place to fight. But maybe you have a buyback. You
I
have
don't
two
know.
buybacks.
How do you fight Kips when he uses a Wukong's command, takes down the tower, uses the second one, takes down the Raxes? Like, what do you do? The Lul now has
You kick him out.
the kick, yeah. Do you kick him far enough if he's standing in the middle of the arena?
I think that is very close.
Kick persistence,
1400.
It should be enough. If you kick him
Yeah.
in the right direction, you are getting him out.
But the problem is that if Gabby knows this and he's standing on a bit on the far side of the circle, then your only choice might be to kick him the other way. And then he's just gonna refresh and do it again.
And then you're gonna kick him again. I mean, it's not a problem. 12-second cooldown. Tusk can do it. And it's
Yeah.
good that he has a Psychic Headband as well. Because if he doesn't have that, he might blink next to the Monkey King and get Abyssal. Because I'm pretty sure that Gabby is spamming that Abyssal in front of him once he uses the Wukong's command. If he expects it. And he should be expecting it.
He should be expecting it. They all knew what was on that career.
Yep. If that career lives, are we seeing it a different game? Because I don't think so, but maybe.
I think if you flip a coin like 10 times, right? I think 3 times we see a different game.
Okay. Okay, so okay, that's actually quite nice, you know. And looking at the Dota Plus win probability, Fnatic only has 80%. I have to say, I thoroughly disagree with Dota Plus right now, and I'm pretty
Same.
sure that they didn't connect it to your head today.
Yeah, I didn't connect the dots. Because this Monkey King looks absolutely invincible, and I don't see the scenario where Spawn get to hold on to their buildings. Like, they have Refresher Shard, Death Prophet, like, there's certainly a possibility of having a fight if she doesn't die immediately. And so far, Mamang Daya has looked like paper.
Yeah, really doesn't look too strong whatsoever, even with the Trickster's Cloak. You know, having given that defensive item from the woods, they're gonna take down the ward. That was a nice attempt from Spawn to see the backline. It's not gonna be happening. Gabby jumps in. Okay, Gabby's gonna be kicked in. Yes, exactly what I want to be. Let's go. You versus me. Okay, you're not gonna be allowed to use his Wukong's command. They're gonna kill him the once. Nicely done. Now kick him back. It's not gonna be the fountain, but it's gonna be close. But Tharmel, you're still dealing with the tiny, and he's gonna get the Pounder Strike off, and the Wukong's command. The Monkey Warriors are coming in. That was a nice attempt, but now Gabby, you kick, but he slaps. And your Raxes are gonna be dying because of that one. Spawn, they still have 5 of their heroes alive here, Kips, so they can fight, but Fnatic will not give it to him.
I guess it's time for the desperation push now. I mean, there is still Wukong over on the Monkey King. He still has a BKB. He only refreshed just to get the refresher out of the way. So that is your choice now. Go for the desperation push, counter them. You do have an exorcism of your own. You do still have that kick of the lull. Or you wait in base for the megas and we wait with you. and see if Fnatic messes up next time they come. They're not waiting though.
They're going for a smoke. There is an arcane blink onto the Monkey King. So blink in Wukong's command. It is very fast. You're not going to be able to react. The lol. Let's see if he finds someone. His boots are at the ready to be in the backside of Fnatic. But Fnatic there finding Jacroy. Oh, you left your base. Okay, that's quite nice with us. And also Gabby having a DD, as you mentioned. It's too much. They still have 4 heroes, Kips. You still need to kill 4 heroes if you're Fnatic.
DD Monkey King. Die back on your carry. I know you're a positive person, Harry, and I pretend to be one, but man.
Yeah, that's not a lot to be positive about because Gabby gets his Wukong's command out and no one can get close. Everybody's just dying wherever they come close, and it is gonna be a win for Fnatic. In the last 20 minutes, it looked easy, but if you have watched the first 30 minutes as me and Kips have, you would have known that Spawn were so close. They were so close to getting this one, but one fight from Fnatic in their base, Wukong's command used, they kill 3 heroes, and everything turns on its head.
Absolutely. Spawn were so close that they could taste it. And that is what makes this game all the more like, I mean, it's spectacular if you're a Fnatic fan, right? Is just a little bit of that comeback energy that, hell yeah, Gabby's carrying. Gabby's doing what we all know he can do, and what maybe a lot of people think he's been lacking throughout this DPC season. But at the same time, I do think a part of it is also on Spawn Team. Like, we talked before about how they may have over-rotated, over-TP'd a little bit, how 8k gold advantage is not necessarily enough to actually... it means that you haven't choked out Fnatic hard enough, even though you had complete map control for roughly 15 minutes. And yeah, as a result, that one fight was enough to throw the entire game up into the balance and for Gabby to get too large to handle.
What a way to start off the day, Kips. We get we get a comeback. You know, it looked to me like Fnatic might not be able to do it, but Gabby was keeping them in it with his net worth always being close to the top or at the very top. In the end, he'll carry his teammates to victory after they have given their lives, their souls for his success. So Fnatic, they're going to be leading 1-0, but can Spawn stick it back, or is this going to be a nail in the coffin here for them in the BTS Pro Series? We find out after a short break, so stay with us.